St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We FM is SVG.
It is now time for us to bring to you WeFM's Midday News, coming to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Since it's nice, doing it twice. Clock out and clock into Courts. November 29th. It's Black Friday Reloaded.
Welcome to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Dianna Cain. In local news, Her Excellency Nathalie Campbell Rodriguez, the High Commissioner of Jamaica, presented her letter of introduction to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves yesterday, Tuesday, November 26th. A press release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade and Consumer Affairs highlighted the activities the High Commissioner will be involved in during her official visit. High Commissioner Campbell Rodriguez will meet several dignitaries to discuss matters of foreign policy in bilateral and multilateral fora. Her Excellency will also have courtesy calls with Governor General Her Excellency Dame Susan Duggan, Opposition Leader Dr. Godwin Friday, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture Carlos James, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation Curtis King, and Chief Immigration Officer Miss Beverly Walker. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Jamaica have maintained close relations over the years, and together our countries are member states of the Caribbean Community and several other hemispheric multilateral organizations. Moderators, invigilators, and scorers involved in administering the OECS Early Mathematics Assessment, or OEMA, recently participated in a training workshop. The training took place on Tuesday, November 12th at the curriculum unit and saw math teachers and assessors along with ministry officials in attendance. A release from the ministry stated that the OEMA is aimed at identifying areas for improvement in mathematics and providing targeted support for our early learners. The piloting of the diagnostic assessment is already underway in primary schools across SVG and in similar institutions across the OECS member states. The OEMA and OERA, OECS Early Reading Assessment, will soon be introduced in schools alongside a standardized digital curriculum known as the Digital OECS Harmonized Primary Curriculum. The National Nine Mornings Committee has extended an invitation to the public to join in the National Lotteries Authority 9 Mornings launch taking place this Sunday, December 1st. The launch begins with a parade through Kingstown with presentations from community groups, dancers, and other creatives. Persons taking part in the parade are to assemble at Heritage Square from 5 p.m. The parade starts at 6 p.m., making its way through the streets of Kingstown. The committee encourages the public to light up the night and celebrate the start of this cherished tradition. In news of the region, a recent surge in the number of persons being admitted to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital for heart attacks and strokes in Barbados has raised alarm across the medical sector. Speaking during the hospital's radio show on Monday, Dr. Dawn Scanterbury, head of cardiovascular services, revealed that the Queen Elizabeth Hospital is now managing significantly more cases of serious heart attacks, segment elevation myocardial infarctions or STEMIs than in previous decades. Dr. Scanterbury said the rise in heart disease is not unique to the island, as it reflects a global pattern that is placing unprecedented strain on local healthcare systems. However, she warned that the strain on the health system is pushing it to its limit, noting that the island's top cause of death and disability, which is heart disease, is outpacing resources and leaving hundreds of patients waiting for urgent care. According to the Barbados National Registry, the island recorded 547 myocardial infarctions in 2020-2021, with 150 to 200 classified as STEMIs. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is investigating a fatal shooting that occurred on Tuesday evening in the Silver Lake community. According to local reports, 23-year-old Catilia Childs succumbed to her injuries, while a second woman is believed to have been injured and is currently receiving treatment for her injuries at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. The investigation is ongoing, and authorities have not yet released further details regarding the circumstances of the shooting. In international news, a 34-year-old police officer who tasered a 95-year-old woman with dementia symptoms at an Australian care home has been found guilty of her manslaughter. Senior Constable Christian White used his weapon on Claire Noland after she was found wandering with a small kitchen knife in the early hours of May 17, 2023. A week later, Nolan died as a result of injuries obtained. Her death fueled public uproar, but the officer argued at trial that his use of force was reasonable and proportionate to the threat. The trial in the New South Wales Supreme Court heard that Mrs. Noland, while not formally diagnosed with dementia, had been displaying signs of cognitive decline in the months leading up to her death and had at times behaved aggressively towards healthcare workers. Police Commissioner Karen Webb said White's employment was still under legal review. And finally, in sports, the quarterfinal of the secondary schools football tournament kicks off today, Wednesday, November 27th. In today's junior matches beginning at 1 p.m., the Central Leeward Secondary will face the Bethel High School in quarterfinal 1. In quarterfinal 2, the Chemical Ontario will face Adelphi Secondary School. In quarterfinal 3, St. Martin's Secondary will face Sandy Bay Secondary, and in quarterfinal 4, the St. Vincent Grammar School will play against the Georgetown Secondary. In the senior matches beginning at 2 p.m., Central Leeward will face Bethel High School in quarterfinal 1. Bishop's College Kingstown will face West St. George in quarterfinal 2. Georgetown Secondary will face Intermediate High in quarterfinal 3, and the St. Vincent Grammar School will face Pettibodell Secondary in quarterfinal 4. This has been WeFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Dianna Cain. Join us at 3 o'clock when we bring to you WeFM's 3 p.m. news. WeFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Since it's nice, we're doing it twice. Clock out and clock into courts. November 29th. It's Black Friday Reloaded.